Oh, good morning. Well, I slept pretty good last night, although having someone kind of where their head was at my feet made me a little anxious about having to get up in the night and going and peeing, which I felt I had to do. And I almost stepped or sat on their pad coming back thinking it was mine when it wasn't. So that was a close call. Low gear, he got up, pitch black. He's trying to be quiet, packing and all, but it just seemed to go on and on and on, like for an hour. It wasn't until later I saw that not only he had got up, but Buddy, who was next to him, had packed up as well. He was still there. So that's why it seemed like it was taking forever. I never actually heard him leave, or I thought I did, but packing continued. So he just wanted to beat the rain to that shelter 18 or so on miles. And that's where I'm heading to. But I left at 7. I got up about a quarter after 6, deflated my air mattress, kind of kicked off the K-Town Korean guy getting up. But the one next to me, a woman, just was still, well, she was stretching when I left, but a later riser. Anyway, it's supposed to rain today. Not as bad as yesterday, although yesterday was not bad. But I don't know really what the weather is. There were a few little blue patches. In the middle of the night I could look up and see a plane traveling across the sky. Couldn't really make out clouds though. Even now it's a bit hazy. Temperature's very nice, a little breeze, but very muggy. Just had a little, well, not only climbing out of the shelter, which was a long 0.2 uphill through a number of switchbacks, but after a short walk on a service road back uphill on the trail near the parkway again. I could hear a car earlier. So I'm expecting rain. I got my pack cover on, but don't know what the weather prediction really is. I had heard from Low Gear that tomorrow was supposed to be very bad. Or, no, that was from Rockhopper, I think. So I don't know what to make of that. It's just going to be a rainy number of days until I get off somewhere. But if it was like this for the whole day, the breeze wouldn't be so bad. My original plan, I think, was a shelter that was like 22. I see in my gut hook now it's 24. So difference between gut hook and AWOL, I guess, or my math when I was subtracting mileage. But I don't think I would make it to that. Oh, you never know. I mean, if it doesn't rain and I'm feeling good, I could go on. So, we'll see.
Me, I know who I am. I'm a leader, dude. Disguise is a dude. Me, I know who I am. I'm a leader, dude. Disguise is a dude.
Well, a pretty nice shelter. It took a while to get here. That one first hill was tough. I had to stop a couple times just to rest for a moment. Drank nearly a liter of electrolytes, but made it to the shelter here for a bit of a lunch. Tuna wrap, mixed nuts, pepperoni, and cheese, and water. Just topped up my water, one of them with Mio Energy and caffeine powder. So I'm assuming it's got sugar in it, because it's a lot bigger packet than the Pro Leave. I think this is the one I have. Anyway, here's what the autos look like here. Actually, pretty nice. And I'm about to use it, so back to you in a moment. Well, one of the other things I did is swap out the original insoles with the Dr. Scholl's again. A little softer on the heel. And this next hill I'm about to go up, I'm not going all the way to the top. It's the shelter I'm stopping at about 5 kilometers less than I originally had planned in my notes of a 2-mile day. It would have been more like a 24, and I'm just not feeling it. So just going another 5. I was just following a path here to the water. I wasn't sure if there was a better access point at the end of the path, but no, it just led away from the campsite. Anyway, I made it to Cornelius Ridge campsite, I think, or Cornelius something. So another 18 point something day. I could have gone on, but it would be another 2 hours. I just wasn't into it. I mean, it's after 4 o'clock, so it would have been after 6. Other days I would, but just not feeling it. So, didn't do it. Low gears here, but I think most of the other people that we camped with are probably going to go on to the next one. It's supposed to rain heavy tomorrow. It didn't rain. Well, it did. I did feel raindrops as I was getting near the shelter. It was just pissing me off, thinking I would get wet by the time I got there. But, oh, the sun is out. It has been out most of the day. So it was a false alarm for rain. Although it will probably rain tonight. And the rain tomorrow will probably be well-founded. And maybe I'll be sorry I didn't walk that extra 5 miles or so. That I'll have to walk tomorrow morning. Well, in the end. Water source here doesn't look that great. Oh, there's a pipe over there. So I'll have to rehydrate a bit. Fill my water bottles. Bring up some dirty water, I guess, so that I can use some for cooking. And probably have potatoes tonight with bacon bits. And the usual other stuff, like a little bit of chocolate or candy or something. Oh. I put the Dr. Scholl's in at that last beautiful campsite, or shelter. I wish we were at that one. And my feet feel a little better with it, I think. So I'm going to keep these in for now. I'll have to show you some pictures of the, or take some of the shelter here, but it's very basic, not very interesting shelter, kind of like the one last night. So maybe every other one is great, and every other one is crappy. So when I get to the shelter tomorrow, the hurricane one that I would have gone to, if it's beautiful, I'll be pissed. So otherwise, all is good. Bugs were biting a little bit more up here at the this shelter, and I listened to podcasts most of the day. I just wasn't into it mentally the day somehow. You know, just walking in the silence of footsteps and the constant rhythm of repetitive pattern of music in my head as I huffed and puffed up the hill. Just not used to it maybe. And the humidity. So I'll catch you up at the shelter. Pretty nice privy actually. Even had a big bottle of hand sanitizer. So some of the camping essentials that are potentially available at the shelter. Some hammockers down there. Started a fire just before them, and low gear and myself in the shelter. I guess other people went on to Hurricane Mountain Shelter, which was my original target. But yeah, I would have arrived just about now. Here I am. I'm done eating. Food bag hung. Gone to the bathroom and got my bed ready.
I still think that if you want to, hiking in Pennsylvania in October is going to be a lot more pleasant